Umthemba kangakanani?
Angimthembi.
Sorry?
Angimthembi.
Manje khothi manje mawumgaya ikhadi nephini ukuthi ayothenga ibedroom kaya kanjani iphini?
Angithi I can control ukuthi asebenzise malini ngefoni.
Oh, amazes.
Angimayizisi ngiyazi ukuthi uzosebenzisa imali engaka and then that's it.
So wena kahle kahle uyamnika noma ubani umuntu ikhadi lakho awuna stress?
Vele kunezinye izinto I can't do them myself.
I understand. But why ungamtransfereli mhlambe ke? Le card. Le card leli momgaya lona ulithathe nini le card?
Angisakhumbuli.
Like behleli kuye so or uyeza azolithatha ahamba yothenga bese uyabuya lethe.
No ngitho alande ngithe bamdropele lona beliphethe iPA yami actually.
Yeah.
Ngithe iPA yami amniki icard and then ayothenga and then ayenze.
Uyalibuyisa kodwa yena ubuyisela kuwe or ku PA?
Yeah.
Okay, ibike yakho uthe yini lebova ngayo? Mina bengiva ngevi road mfethu. Imasi lokho nje. Ina special.
Beku GSXR 1000
BMW.
Isuzuki ngithi.
Isuzuki yeah. Okay. So naye uyiride Nkosi?
Yeah.
Oh okay. So nitibane emabhayikini?
Kwenzani?
Nitibane kuphi amabhayiki noNkosi?
No ngithi ngihlangana naye kuba bomsibi mara bekathanda ukuza kakhulu ngebike ya.
Oh okay. But uyathumeka yena ne?
Angazi ukuthi moya thumeka nangithi abantu abafani sometimes umunye angamtshela into ukuthi ayenze into angayenzi.
Umthumeka yi1.
Ngimcela that time ukuthi angizele into le ibattery ya.
Oh waviolent ikhaya.
Ngoba bakathanda angithi bike nama jet ski into yi1.
Yeah. Do you have a sister or shade na somebody or you relative ye minister? Pink sister.
Ubani?
Minister Pink. Do you have a sister or?
Oh yeah, uye lo buku director lo. Mara
awutaqise nje yonke ngoba angikho mnandi kahle bo.
Buku boyfriend akusiya abashatanga.
Buku boyfriend.
Yilo mfana lo kudlala ibhola lo wathu ubani? We Sundowns. Grand Kekana.
Utraya no sister lakho.
Yeah.
So have you met the minister through? Awukazi. When have you met minister?
Bahlukene nokuhlukana.
Bahlukene.
Yeah.
Ubani wrong ile out or umntana kini?
Anguzwa?
Ubani beka wrong ile out or umntana kini obe wrong?
Angazi angizingeni.
Awuzingeni. Nyabuza hotman. No, mfethu lilonke mfethu. Kubhlungu ukubona umuntu omnyama wakithi ehuqa ama change ngawo mfethu. It's very painful ukubona udonsa ama chain gcoke kahle. I would have wished ukuthi umuntu omnyama abe as successful as you are. I hope impilo yakho mfethu iphele makuwukuthi bayakusukela bonke laba bakusukelayo sidile nabo. If it happens ukuthi you get a chance mfethu ukuthi usitshele ezinye izinto eziqiniso zalabantu abasimoshela iCountry kabuhlungu kanje. The likes of lezinto eshiyo ngabo babucele. We trusted babucele kakhulu. Makakhuluma ngesiphoyisa udlula onke labantu abababiza ngabo minister o minister mkhulu no Khashalo Shem kuyazizamela kodwa akulungi. But we want you mfethu ukuthi empilweni yakho kule legacy yakho ushiyele iqiniso eliyosilungisela iCountry. Ngiyakuphaphatha mfethu ukuthi izingane zakho nesibongo saka Matlala nesodlamini ingathi ungasebenzele ekuthenini makubukwa wena kubukwe emuva kuthiwa no ekugcineni le ndoda yaliphakamela iCountry la kubo yayolungisa yabaveza abamoshayo ukuze silungise singazithole siyiCountry eliphelele. Ube sharp mfethu. Ngiyabonga.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Thank you so much the EFF.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, Mr. Matlala.
Good afternoon.
You said you don't have any ethical or unethical deal or relationship with Mr. Sibiya, correct?
Yes.
Is there any ex-girlfriend or ex-wife of Mr. Sibiya that works for your company?
No.
Mr. Sibiya, when he was here, he conceded to an assertion that there is an ex-partner that works for your company. So-
that is not true. No,
So
no.
he was lying.
No, I don't think he even said that. It's impossible. My company,
Companies, right?
the healthcare company.
I'm saying you have many companies. I don't know which specific company, but you have many companies.
I think this thing comes from what I heard that there's a woman. This thing I think is the second time that I hear it, but I think they're confusing the companies. It's also a security company, but it's not mine. I think she's a director somewhere in the security company. I heard it somewhere. I just forgot from who.
So it's not your company.
No.
So you are confirming here under oath that
100%,
there
yes.
is no ex-partner of
No,
Mr.
no.
Sibia
No.
that works for your company.
No.
Okay. Now, the health risk contract gets terminated in May 2025, correct?
Yes.
When did you resign as the director of the Medicare?
It was in December 2024.
December 2024.
Yes.
In May 2024, after the termination of the contract, you wrote a WhatsApp message, correct?
2025.
2025, my apologies. You wrote a WhatsApp message to Brown Mkhwanazi advising him that the contract has been terminated, correct?
Yes.
Now, you were writing this message as who?
Come again?
Were you writing this message as who? You were writing the message to Brown Mkhwanazi telling him that the contract has been terminated between Medicare and SAPS as who? Because you are no longer the director of the company, correct?
Yes.
Now, when you say, and you went to an extent of threatening him,
Yes.
that if he doesn't fix this, then heads will roll. I'm
No,
not, no, I'm not quoting you verbatim, but I'm saying in terms of what you said, I view it as a threat. Now, the question is, as who? Because you are not the director of the company.
Yes, but I still own it.
You still?
I still own the company.
Who is the director in terms of the CICP document?
The director is just an appointment, so you don't need to be a director to own a company.
So you can own a company even when you are not a director on
Yes.
paper.
Yes.
So the director is just there, is just a person. You are fronting with that person.
No, I was not fronting.
What is the role of the person who appears as the director? What is his role in the company?
Executive role?
I mean, practically, how does he contribute to the company? What responsibilities does he has in the company?
Like the CEO will report to him or to her.
So the company is yours,
Yes.
but there's nothing on paper that says the company is yours.
There's something on paper that says that.
What is that?
The shares is the shareholding certificate.
So you are a shareholder.
Yes.
So how much shares do you have in the company?
100%.
100%.
Yes.
Okay. So how many have you ever provided any security services for politicians?
It's only Minister Cele.
I mean, Minister Cele was not paying for it, correct?
Yes.
I mean, politicians who were paying for such services.
I think the government supplies them with protection.
No, I mean, politicians, they can hire their private security.
Politicians.
Politicians or any leadership, either MPs, politicians, members of the executive, and so on.
Not that I know, but if I'm wrong, maybe you'll remind me, but I can't think of any politician.
So you have never provided any security
I'm
services?
saying I stand for correction. If there's someone, maybe if you can tell me, then I say, oh, maybe I forgot.
No, I can't know.
I don't know any
company.
politician that
I'm not
I've
party to your company. You
I'm
should
saying
know
maybe you
better.
know something that I don't, but I'm saying for not that I know of.
Okay. You meet with Mr. Mkhwanazi in the Palace in a meeting that you allege that it was facilitated by Mr. Cele, correct?
Yes.
And Mr. Mkhwanazi in this meeting, according to your assertion, advises you to come to his rescue, correct?
Yes.
To influence IPIT, not to continue. I mean, the lady to withdraw a complaint at IPIT, correct?
Yes.
And then Mr. Mkhwanazi also says to you, I mean, you also raise your frustration with Mr. Mkhwanazi about a contract, the health risk contract, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And then Mkhwanazi, after that meeting, he does not return to you to give you progress report with regards to an undertaking that he made, correct?
Yes.
Don't you think that Mkhwanazi played you on that day? Because the reason why I'm saying that is this. The sequence of events, on the 6th of December, they raided your house, correct?
Yes.
And the team that raided your house is the PKTT, a team which accounts to him, correct? And then on the same month, December 2024, they raided your house. I think the date is the second raid was on the
second raid, it was the office actually, not the house.
Yeah, yes, but they raided you.
Yes.
And it's the same people, the same PKTT members who raided your house, correct? And then Mkhwanazi meets with you. He makes an undertaking to you that he is going to intervene. He will speak to a person and revert to you, and he never reverted. On the following months, in May, Mkhwanazi's team arrests you. So don't you think that Mkhwanazi was busy with an investigation on that day, but you never realized it?
Yes, I don't know.
Don't you think that you were trapped on that day by Mkhwanazi? Because this guy makes an undertaking that he's going to intervene. He will speak with the lady in question and revert to you. He does not come back to you. He does not give you any report. So to me, it shows that Mkhwanazi was never part of any he never committed himself to an undertaking that he made to you. He was busy investigating you. What is your take on that?
I don't think so. Or because if you're investigating me, then why will you reveal your colleague's secrets to me?
Now remember, there are many skills of doing an investigation. You know that. There are many skills. You can't see an investigator at a first value. They lure you so that you can fall into a trap. And then when you have fallen into a trap, they play you. So Mkhwanazi played you.
Okay, he might have played me, but the charges against IPIT were there, and he really wanted these charges to be withdrawn. So are you saying even with that, he was still playing me?
No, I'm saying there are many ways and tactics.
What if I convince that guy to withdraw charges?
No, but I'm saying there are many ways, or there are many strategies and tactics that you use to catch the mouse.
That I understand, yes.
Yes. So I'm saying that my observation here is that Mkhwanazi undertakes to rescue you, but he does not come back to you to say, Mr. Matlala, this is how far I've gone in addressing your matter.
I suspect maybe there was a change of heart because there's a lot of things that happened during that period. Because on Tuesday, also, I got a cancellation letter from SAPS. On Wednesday, I sent them a letter of demand, and then the following day, I was arrested. So I will say...
Yeah, because this person is heading a team which raided your house twice. And even after you met him, they still continue to arrest you. Because if he expected a favor from you, he was going to stop his team. He was going to use all the tactics to stop the arrest against you. But because in my assertion and in my proposition, which I'm putting to you, but because Mkhwanazi is still and was investigating you on that day, but you never noticed that, they arrested you. So it might happen that on that day, you gave them what they want. And you didn't notice that.
No, I do not agree with that.
Yes, you can continue. On what basis are you not agreeing?
Like I said before, he asked me to convince this guy to withdraw charges. If I succeeded and that guy really withdrew charges, so was he gonna say no? Tell him to reinstate the charges. I was investigating you.
Let me move on, Mr. Matlala, because I'm trying to save my time. When you were responding to a question here, you said you are honest. I think you were addressing the chair because you were requested to be honest. So I want you to be honest when you respond to this question. Did you kidnap Jerry?
No,
Are you a loan shark?
no,
When you borrow people money, or let's talk about Jerry. When you borrowed him money, what were the terms?
there were no terms.
No, but you can't just give money to a person and say you can bring it back at any time. At least there must be time to say, during this period, my money must be back.
Friends don't do that. I can even tell you that whenever you have it, you'll give it to me.
Pardon?
Friends don't do that. I can
So you
even,
just give money
yes,
and they will bring it back when they like.
yes.
Oh, okay. So at the time when Jerry disappeared, you said he was owing you how much?
I'm estimating at 100 and something maybe.
100 and something.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's go to Minister Cele. You are saying, on a statement that we were using yesterday, you are saying on paragraph, on page 120, you say, open quote, my arrest on the charge is a direct consequence of my refusal to continue being extorted and manipulated. Now, before this question, who else extorted you besides Cele and Mkhwanazi? Because in your statement, the people that you pointed out to have given money is Cele and Mkhwanazi.
Yes.
Who else?
Yeah, it's only them.
It's only them.
Yes.
Now, this statement, if what you are saying is anything to go by, means that the reason why you are here today, you have been arrested, is because you stopped giving them money. Is that what you are meaning?
One of the reasons.
Yes, but I'm saying in terms of this sentence,
Yes.
it doesn't say one of the reasons. This sentence says, my arrest on this charge is a direct consequence of my refusal to continue being extorted and manipulated. Now, the following question is, so Mr. Cele influenced your arrest and Brown Mkhwanazi?
Not Brown Mkhwanazi.
Mr. Cele.
I suspect him, not Brown Mkhwanazi. Yes.
Now, how do you suspect he influenced it?
The timing of my arrest and me not ignoring his calls.
No, but I'm asking, how can he do it? How can he practically do it? At least you have a leverage because you have worked with to a particular extent. You have worked with him. You are alleging that he made calls to Dumisani Khumalo. So you know his links, you know his network. Now, in terms of your suspicion, how can he influence your arrest?
The same way he influenced them to stop my harassment.
So he can use the same connection.
Of course.
Okay. Now, Mr. Cele gives an instruction to Khumalo that they must withdraw charges. And you went, in terms of of what you are alleging here in your statement, you went straight from Durban to Pretoria, and then you are saying here, open quote, you were given your guns without any fuss. So did that intervention by Mr. Cele satisfy you at that stage?
Yes, it did.
You were satisfied?
Yes.
So that is why you never took the matter further, correct?
Yes.
Now, we are saying that part of the items that were taken from your house the cell phone, watches, etc., etc. Now the question is, why do you get satisfied with only getting guns when all the items that were taken from your house have not been fully returned to you?
It's because I didn't want to start a war.
What do you mean you don't want to start a war?
Because I have already took them to the High Court, and they told me that I need to withdraw this if I want peace. So, and then I did that. So continuing now, said I want these things, so I will be opening a can of worms.
You see where my problem is, Mr. Matlala,
Yes.
is that you don't mention the issue in your conversation with Mr. Cele. You don't mention that your watches, or he must tell Khumalo rather to return your watches and the cell phone. You are only speaking about guns. Why did you not tell Cele that for this matter to be concluded, or for me to be satisfied by your intervention, all the items that were taken in my house, guns, cell phones, watches, must be returned? After meeting Cele, you go to Pretoria, to a police station, you are given guns, you get satisfied, and then it's business as usual.
Yes, because I didn't have the bargaining chips.
So, guns, cell phones and other items, except guns, they didn't matter.
Cell phones, they return them. I think you missed that part.
Yes. No. Just leave cell phone. Watches. There are other
yes.
items which
Yes.
you have listed here, except guns.
A laptop and watches.
Yes.
Yes.
So watches were not returned,
Yes. And a laptop.
and the laptop.
Yes.
Now, do you regard Mkhwanazi and Cele as extortionists?
I will say I will regard Mkhwanazi as a con artist. And Cele, yes, I will say he's an extortionist.
Mkhwanazi is what?
A con artist.
Or a con artist. So Cele is an extortionist.
Yes.
That is the evidence we are putting before this committee.
Yes, that was extortion.
Yeah, he extorted you.
Yes.
Okay. And then you say that in your statement that Mkhwanazi requested for money from you for a region, I think in Northwest. And then you decided not to give Mkhwanazi that money because you had no interest in funding his political activities. Am I correct?
Yes.
But on the 27th, after you rejected Mkhwanazi's request, on the 27th of December, you gave money to Mkhwanazi.
Yes.
How much? Before the January 8th money that you gave to him.
Yes.
How much did you give on the 27th of December?
I think it's 38,000, right? I need to go back and check, but I think it's 37, 36 or 37, somewhere there.
And you further say that the reason why you were not interested in giving him money is because you were only interested in funding affairs which are related to the minister.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, was that money related to minister's affairs, the one that you sent to him on the 27th of December?
When you say the minister, you're saying the former, are you referring to Minister Cele
I don't know
or
whether he's suspended or he's on leave, but Mr. Mkhwanazi,
Mr. Mkhwanazi?
yeah.
Yes. Anything that has to do with Mr. Mkhwanazi, that's what I was entertaining.
That's what you were entertaining.
Yes.
Now, the money that you gave on the 27th of December, what impression, under which impression did you give that money to Mr. Mkhwanazi?
I need to check what was that money for, because I made different payments. So for me to answer you, I need to go back and check on that day what was that payment for. Maybe if you can refer me to what page is that payment in?
Yeah. Now, there's a question here which has been asked by Honorable Ngola. And he did not reach the level which I want us to reach. He asked you about the Medicare. In fact, let's start from the lease agreement between yourself and Public Works. For which activity was this lease agreement obtained?
It was for the trainees that were in the SAPS college.
For the trainees.
Yes.
So it had nothing to do with the health risk contract.
No.
It had nothing to do.
No.
Now, we are saying on paragraph 4, in fact, on paragraph 10, page 4, you say you secured a lease agreement with the Department of Public Works. You further say that as far, okay, you are saying you secured it in 2022. And then, in your meeting with General Spear, according to what you are saying here, you are saying that General Spear advised you to produce the appointment letter. Which appointment letter was he talking about?
Not appointment letter, lease agreement.
No. You are saying here.
What paragraph are you at?
No. You are saying, let me look for this paragraph. But you are saying, Mr. Spear advised you that in order for you to not confront problems with regards to securing the building, you must produce the appointment letter.
Yes, I'm saying, where is, what paragraph is that?
Let me look for the
Because
paragraph.
I think you
No,
talking about
let's
the
go to
lease
paragraph.
agreement.
Let's go to paragraph 10, page 4.
Page 4.
Of the old statement, the one that we were dealing with yesterday.
I only have a new one.
Pardon?
I only have the new statement, but I think it's the same.
Or you only have the new one?
Yes.
Okay. Where you are talking about your meeting with Mr. Sibia under the lease agreement.
Don't you have a new one there?
But a new one. Let's go to paragraph. Paragraph. Okay, now let's move on because I'm running out of time. We will come back to this one. I've requested Honorable Skosana to look for this part, which I've just put here. Now, but I'm saying here, so you are denying in the meantime that General Spear advised you to produce a lease agreement, the appointment letter, so that you are not going to confront problems with regards to the occupation of a building.
But how can I be with an appointment letter? Remember, you get it after you've been awarded the contract.
Yes.
So I do not understand whether you're talking about the bidding.
No, remember, this was in 2024.
You're talking about what the...
You had a meeting. Pardon? Oh, yes. Let's go to paragraph 15.
The new...
Yeah, this is what paragraph 15 says. About 1 or 2 months later, I met with Lieutenant General Spear again at his office. At the meeting, Lieutenant General Spear told me that it would not be possible for me to take occupation of the hospital, despite that fact that I'm reading it as it is written here. Despite that fact that I provided proof of 1 hour of lease contracts, from the Department of Public Works. So what is your understanding of what is entailed there?
No, it says, can I read it for you?
Yes, you can.
It says about 1 or 2 months later, I met General Sibia and at his office, and at the meeting, General Sibia told me that it will be not possible for me to take occupation of the hospital,
Yes.
despite the fact that I provided proof of the award of the lease contract from the Department of Public Works. So it's a lease contract.
Okay. Now, let's go to paragraph 20, page 6 of the old statement.
I only have a new one here.
Oh, sorry, my apologies if you have the new one. Let me not overly burden you. But the CFO, when he was here, he said your company was underperforming. That is why, and they received complaints in that regard. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I'm aware of the complaints, yes.
Yes. Was it underperforming?
No, it's not. I also have proof here.
Was it addressed to you by SAPS officials that your company is underperforming?
Yes,
How was it addressed?
through email.
When was that addressed to you?
I think it was addressed in 2024, December.
December.
Yes.
So what issues were they raising in relation to your performance?
The medical assessment.
Yes.
Yes.
So did they give you an opportunity? To cure?
Wow, Mkhwanazi. Thank you very, very much once again, Chair. And good evening, Mr. Matlala.
Good evening.
I just want to say to you that the other witnesses who came in here, like General Mkhwanazi is still going to come back here. And the evidence which you have given us today as well, has to be tested. Yes. As I said earlier, I think I said this is not a court of law. We are probing here. We are not crucifying anyone. Now, I'm going to start by asking you, do you know Major General Sinona from the DPCI is the hawk boss in KwaZulu-Natal?
Yes, I do.
How long do you know him?
5 or 6 years.
Because I understand that he said that you've grown up together. Is it true?
No. They didn't say that.
No, I'm saying him.
We grew up together.
Yes.
He's older than me.
I'm sorry?
He's older than me.
Yes, he's older than you. But he mentioned that he played football with you as well. But yeah, if you say no, it means it's incorrect what he was telling General Mkhwanazi. Now, are you aware of any criminal cases? Like earlier, I think Honorable Breitenbeck asked you about him, that he used to work in Silverton as a head of investigation and as a head of organized crime unit.
And when was that?
Some years before you went to KwaZulu-Natal.
Maybe it's
You're not aware.
No.
Lieutenant Mkhwanazi told us that you are very close to Lieutenant Sibia. Is that true?
That is not.
How do you know Lieutenant Sibia? Besides that, you went while he was acting, if I remember well, that he must resolve your matters at Vageis, if I remember well. Was it for the first time you've seen General Sibia?
Yes, in 2024.
Yes. Yes. Is it true that Lieutenant General Sibia and his driver, a policeman, collects cash monthly, on monthly basis from somebody somewhere in Senten? Did you ever told the General Mkhwanazi about that?
No.
Now, Mkhwanazi never said you are part and parcel of the so-called drug cartels. He never said so when he appeared before us. That I can assure you. He said there are people who are members of the so-called a drug cartel. But I'm going to put it to you. Do you know any drug cartel members?
No.
Do you know any drug cartel members?
No.
Besides what was mentioned at Matlala Madlanga Commission?
No.
So is it not true that somebody, or anyway, because you said now, you said that you don't know him, and I don't think that it will be fair for me to ask you this question. Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi is a provincial commissioner. Do you know that?
Yes, I know.
General Mkhwanazi said that the meeting where you met him in Durban, I think you ended up at Pels.
Yes, that's true.
He said that meeting was not organized by former Minister Bheki Cele. It was organized by Major General Sinono.
I'm the one who organized Mr. Sinono.
Yeah, I'm just putting to you what he said, because he'll come back and respond for himself. He collaborated what you said, that you arrived, you were at Oyster Box next to Beverly Hills. And then he said, when the call came, he was told he must come to Oyster Box, and he said, no, he's not coming there. You must come out. You came up with a small car, and then you gave him the description of the car.
Who, me?
No, whether Major General Sinono, but Major, not you, Sinono said that, I remember very, very well, that when you come out, he will see you is at Belleville Hills. Then you'll follow him, as you said yourself, that you went to Pearls, the boom gate you opened, and you went to a penthouse there. Am I right?
Yes.
Now, then you were arrested. Am I right? Besides that, you raised an issue about, before you were arrested, there's this guy called Neji from Midstream. In his own version, he said Neji was called right on the spot when you were, the three of you, at Pals by Major General, by yourself, because he said that the so-called kidnapping and the torture has got nothing to do with him, because that is the DPCI matter. So the issue of him, the case being opened for him, it was a fabricated story. And there's a person who was kidnapped. They went to the Neji guy works with a private
Yes.
The kidnapper, do you know anything about Malelane, that they went to trace that person who was kidnapped in Malelane, in Mpumalanga?
Malelane, no.
You don't know anything about that?
It's Malelane in Mpumalanga.
Yeah, in Malelane. Remember, just before the border, there's Malelane. So the person who was kidnapped, why Neji was called, is because there was a person, a Muslim for that matter, who was kidnapped, and they looked for him, and they went to Malelane. Unfortunately, he was not there. There was a border policeman who was involved, alleged involved in the kidnapping of that person. And unfortunately, that house of that policeman was burned down after the visit of these investigators of Major General Sinon. You don't know that?
No, I don't know that.
So the discussion that it's your son and Nechi's son, they went school together. General Mkhwanazi says it's not so, because he was called. You called him on the same day.
I called who?
You called that Nechi because he resides in Mistream, where you've got a house there in Mistream. That's what he told us.
First of all, why would I call him? Because by then I did not even know. I knew him after that because I had to go and look for him. So I did not call him there.
But anyway, I'm just putting that to you, that he's going to tell us that you called that gentleman on the same day when you were at Pals.
Okay.
And you know him before that. Now, the issue that he asked you to call him to withdraw the case, that's your version, am I right?
Yes.
But he said that he doesn't even know who was tortured, because the DPCI. Hence, I'm saying the truth will be revealed at the end of the day. That who's telling the truth?
I think there's also a video of that.
That's fine. Thank you. Now, I think that you were lured to. In fact, you were brought into Durban for one reason only. One reason only, because you know that the disclosing operational engagement with investigative subjects prematurely will have violated the 3 substanding orders on sensitive matters. In other words, Major General Sisinono brought you to Durban for you to give, like an informer, like an informer in a way. You were being under investigation by General Mkhwanazi. What would be your take on that?
They brought me as an informer.
Now, what I'm saying, Major General Sinono, the one you said is your brother, brought you to General Mkhwanazi, not in good faith. What's your take on that?
First of all, I will say he did not bring me to Mr. Mkhwanazi. Mr. Mkhwanazi was brought by General Cele. So he did not know before that I was supposed to meet him.
Yeah, but remember, Minister Cele was not there.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're saying...
So I'm saying, if he comes back to us and say, and collaborate what I'm asking you now, because that's what he told us, to say, the meeting was arranged by Major General Sinon,
Yes.
not Minister Bheki Cele. And Bheki Cele was not there, am I right?
Yes, he was not there, yes.
Now, you know the general principle of investigative confidentiality and the need to avoid compromising operatives, sources or integrity of the broader inquiry. Because remember, General Mkhwanazi is a policeman. Now, the purpose of that meeting, I'm putting it to you, had nothing to do with favor, benefit, inducement, or corruption. Do you agree with me? Your meeting between yourself and General Mkhwanazi.
I don't know about that.
No, remember, you met him. You spoke and you
Yes.
told him your problem with your payment from the national office. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes.
And then he told you that he knows one general, Lieutenant General Kono.
Yes, Nkwa.
Yes. Now, he did not request that meeting, General Mkhwanazi. Am I right?
Yes.
He received no benefit of any kind from you. Am I right? He did not receive any benefit from you of any kind.
After the meeting,
Yes, after the meeting.
he requested me to convince that guy to withdraw the charges.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you, he did not receive any benefit of any kind from you.
It will be benefit if that guy withdrew charges against him.
Yeah, a material benefit.
Oh, are you talking about money?
Material benefit of any kind.
Yes, I'll agree with you.
Did the meeting alter, restrain, redirect, or weaken the investigation into your tender network? What that meeting, the results of that meeting, was it a wasteful meeting for you? What is your take?
I will say, after a while, then I think it was wasteful.
It was a wasteful meeting. The trip was really a fruitless expenditure. Am I right? Now, the meeting was not probative of any wrongdoings. Do you agree with me on that again?
Yes.
It is therefore no material to us as parliamentarian in this inquiry unless it involves improper influences, which it did not. Am I right? It doesn't influence us by any means, your meeting.
It does not influence?
Us as a committee.
I don't know, because I've been asked here to testify, so I don't know if it does not or it does.
There might be a strongest factual defense by General Mkhwanazi when he appears before us again. Now, remember, General Mkhwanazi did not protected you for you not to be arrested. Am I right?
Yes.
The arrest occurred under the same investigative structure of Mkhwanazi, which he was overseeing. Am I right?
Yes.
The project leader, Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo, may have an operational lead to the project, but the appellant was their executive authority and his unit carried out the arrest on you. Do you agree? I'm talking about Mkhwanazi, because he's an appellant on this matter. Am I right?
Yes.
Hence, I'm saying to you that the trip to David and the meeting at Pels bear no fruit at all. Am I right? It was, as I said earlier, but we agreed on that. That it didn't benefit you, you know, am I right on that?
Yes.
Now we agreed that there was no result for that meeting. In fact, you were disappointed. Am I right?
After I was arrested.
Yeah, or after you are arrested. Are you aware that your payment, because remember, I think you are doing the so-called medical assessment in that tender which was cancelled by SAPS, am I right? They were supposed, in fact, not was supposed to. There were students who were supposed to go to college, am I right? Who needed a medical assessment.
Yes.
And some service providers complained that they are not paid by you because SAPS did not pay you. Am I right?
Yes.
And the intervention by Minister Senzo Mkhunu was that he asked them to pay you for SAPS to be able to send those students to the different colleges. Am I right?
I don't know about that.
You didn't know about that?
Yes.
Yeah, let me put it to you. It was Senzo Mkhunu who intervened, but he said they must only pay because he wants those students to go to the college. It was nobody. It was not Minister Cele. It was Senzo Mkhunu himself who intervened to say they must pay you, otherwise we won't have anyone going to the college. In that meeting, let me put this to you, if that meeting had any improper purpose, the natural consequences would have been to shield you. Am I right? If that meeting.
Yes, I will say that, but if there were some other interferences, people came and then you find out you end up getting a highest bid. I said, no, listen, it's either me or him, you choose. So I think I was less important.
Yeah, I'll put it to you that the fact that arrest proceeded demonstrated that there was no favor exchange, no compromise, no improper influence, no corrupt relationship at all between yourself and General Mkhwanazi. Am I right?
I have my doubts there.
Because he's going to come and argue here to say that it did not required for him to disclose of every meeting with suspects, because in his job, what he does, it's normal for a senior police officials to meet investigative subjects without logging them as material disclosure unless they raise conflict of interest or they create a reasonable perception of impropriety. Do you agree with me on that?
I do.
Thank you. If neither of those criteria applied, in this case, it did not, or on that meeting which you had, it was not relevant to the committee for us to ask him about your meetings with him. Had no bearing on the substance of these allegations, carried no probative values unless the committee was examining a corruption of impropriety, which it was not in his conduct. And as well, your meeting was not about you paying him, alleged paying him, as you said that to one of my colleagues, that you could have lied if you wanted to and say you paid him, like you paid Minister Cele, am I right? So you were telling us the truth, that there was no material benefit. Am I right?
Yes, sir, you're right.
Therefore, this is where he can anchor the reasoning of policing norms. Police officials do not publicity catalogically every meeting that they have with suspect, routine investigative engagement and covered by confidentiality, no political reporting. I think you know that. Hence, as well, I think you are not interested in politics. Like when he said that in that meeting there was a so-called Zulu, what was it? Zulu, it's a Zulu war. To publicity list such meetings in parliamentary, in a parliamentary evidence will have compromised the informants, expose investigative methodology, undermine parallel inquiries, allow suspect to map up investigative strategy. That's what Mkhwanazi will tell us when he comes back. And I think I'm not putting this to you maliciously, because as we are here, as you said yourself, that you want to tell us the truth. And I don't have a doubt that we are lying to us, because we are under oath. Am I right? Whatever you told us is what we've experienced. You said to us some other matters, you might have forgotten them. I think that's what you said yesterday. And we said, we understand, because you said you are in a solitary confinement, and your phone as well, and some of your gadgets are not with you. Am I right? Now, it is critical. A fact is that if disclosure will have changed the credibility, the integrity of investigation, because we are under investigation, and I think we are aware of that. I must say this to you. It might be justified. I only needed to disclose the interactions that were relevant to the committee mandate or suggestive of improper influence, as I said earlier to you. The conclusion of that meeting which you had with Major General Sinona and Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, there was no corruption there. Do you agree? Which transpired in your meeting.
But there was suggestion of corruption.
There was suggestion of corruption,
Yes.
but there was no corruption.
Technically, it was because there was suggesting that I need to work with General Nkua.
Yeah, but I mean, if somebody refers you to someone, is that corruption? If I say to you, come to me, you say we are not paid. Do you know Honorable Nomvalo? I know Honorable Nomvalo. I pick up a call and said, Mr. Nomvalo, there's a complaint, but unfortunately, it's not within my competency to help him. Can you please attend to that? Like any normal citizen.
Yeah, but when you tell me that this person, they've been paying him this much, so for you to get your things sorted, you also need to pay him this much. Isn't that corruption?
To pay who?
I'm saying if he suggested that I needed to work with General Nkua the same way and manner that she was working with the previous service provider for my stuff to be sorted, I'm asking,
Yeah.
isn't it that some sort of corruption to suggest that I need to work with someone and pay them in order for my stuff to be sorted?
For me, is that there's an allegation against Lieutenant General, you said Nkua.
Nkua, yes.
Is there a credible evidence that she's corrupt?
No.
Or is an allegation that she works with whoever, another company?
Yes, he backed up by saying that she's buying property that she cannot afford, unless if he was lying to me about that, because he even gave me address of one property which I went to check it out and even took the pictures. So unless if even that property it was just a diversion, but if that property really belongs to her, meaning he was not lying to me.
Right. So there was a favor or there was no favor on you by General Mkhwanazi?
There was no favor.
Any influence beside the issue of Lieutenant General Nkua that you must see him?
Yeah, there's nothing.
No consignment of any of your cases you are facing now?
I didn't have cases before when I was with him.
No contradiction? Or there was any contradiction in your view now as we are sitting here?
Contradiction?
Yes.
Contradiction meaning that we didn't agree on something.
Yes.
Yes, I didn't agree on the fact that he was saying that if I do not do what he wanted, he will charge me for attempted murder.
But for me, from where I'm sitting, I think the investigation proceeded to the arrest of you. Hence we are here today, am I right? By the same man.
Yes, but the reasons for that, I don't know what led him to do that.
My last one will be, I think it will be like a follow-up because I didn't get it clear about, what is it, Jermaine?
Jermaine?
Yes. Who's Jermaine Brin?
He's a guy who's been, he's been convicted for, but he paid fine for that conviction. Convicted for impersonating people using voice manipulation technology.
Okay.
That I can take your voice and call someone and pretend to be you. And also identity manipulation. I can call someone using your phone number as if it's you, but it's
Okay.
not you. Yes.
And your historical relationship?
I do not have a historical relationship with him.
Do you know Paulo O'Sullivan?
Yes, I know him.
What's your relationship with him?
I don't have a relationship. I know him as a forensic investigator.
Did you ever had a meeting with him?
I've never met him.
Or you only know him as a forensic agent? And do you have his number?
No, I don't have.
Brown Mkhwanazi, is he your friend?
No, he's not a friend.
He is the one who I said that yesterday. He impersonated himself as one of the ministerial staff, am I right?
Yes, yes.
At Madanga Commission, unfortunately, because you are arrested, you don't know what he said there.
Yeah.
Now, you said you paid him how much?
I would say between 150 and 200,000.
For the January ANC, January 8th.
Yeah, yes.
And as you said, you promised us that you even have the names as well of those who travel, which you paid for their traveling arrangements. Am I right?
Yes.
Already, you already sent it to us already.
I think they are somewhere in the bundles. I saw them in the. I also have them, but I don't know if they already gave them to you.
Okay. My last parting shot, there was on the media the issue. Do you know the Treasurer General of the African National Congress, Gwen Ramokgopa?
Yes, I know her.
Have you ever funded her?
No.
Nothing.
No.
There's a picture of you with President Ramaphosa. Is it fabricated or is he your friend?
Wait.
No, I'm saying on the media.
President Ramaphosa.
You don't have?
No, there's no picture of me with President Ramaphosa.
I can show you.
Show me.
I'll show you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
I'll send the chair.
Thank you so much.
Honorable Skosana is busy with Photoshop here.
Honorable members, thank you so much. Let me just check this with you. The grandmother in Swaziland, is it paternal or maternal grandmother?
I don't have a grandmother in Swaziland. I never said, maybe you didn't hear me nicely. I said KZN, not Swaziland.
Didn't you say from KZN to Swaziland?
No. You didn't hear me nicely.
Okay, it's fine. Is it maternal or paternal?
Maternal, yeah.
It's maternal. It's where your mother comes from.
Yes.
So your mother is Mkhwanazi.
My mother's mother.
Your grandmother
Yes.
is Mkhwanazi.
Yes.
And then your mother was also born from the Dlaminis.
From Matlala.
Okay. Matlala way, Waterberg, Capricorn, Skukune.
I just heard a place called Bareke Pogwani.
Nebo.
So I kids yeah, Bareke Pogwani, yeah.
Yeah. Nebo Pokwane in Skukune. That's where the surname Matlala comes from.
Okay.
It's where your father originates or where your father was born.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. And then, do you know your relatives there in Pokwane?
I don't know them. I wish I...
Not any.
No, I don't.
Rakhadi, Rangwane?
Nothing.
Not any. So the only person that you would have known there was your father. Okay. And then let's move to this matter of Mr. Jerry Bushok. I just want you to explain what do you mean by the manufacturing of narcotics?
To make them, to manufacture them.
Yeah, can you explain further? Because narcotics can be understood in two ways. They can be understood in the sense of medicine and in the sense of them being illegal drugs.
Illegal drugs, yes, but I do not know the process, so I don't know how to explain it.
So when you say illegal drugs, you mean that he was manufacturing those drugs illegally?
Yes.
And for how long have you known that, or when did you come to befriend him?
I've known him for a very long time, but we just became close. I think now it was 2 years, 2 or 3 years, but I've known him for a very long time.
When did you come to know that he's manufacturing narcotics?
He told me.
When was it? Is it 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Because
Maybe 2 years ago.
and you lived with that information for the last 2 years.
That's true, yes.
Before you came to depose this information with us as the Committee of Parliament, have you ever shared it with any person to say, "Ish, you know, I have a friend who is, man, this friend, man."
Yes, I did.
You have shared that information with anybody?
I did.
Have you ever shared it with anybody in the authorities of the SAPS?
No, I didn't.
And then when General Cele, the former police minister, says, "I have been helping you and you are not doing anything," how did you understand his expectation?
That he wanted money.
And then when you started to give that money, were you describing it as a bribe or what?
As a
Or
repayment.
gratification, or
As a repayment, yeah.
in legal terms or in illegal terms?
I wouldn't phrase it as legal or illegal.
Yeah, I'm just saying, for instance, I have assisted you and maybe you feel that indeed that assistance came. You can go to the bank and transfer straight to my bank account to carry stacks of money. That's basically why was it not possible for you to do a direct bank transfer?
He didn't want any transfers. He wanted cash.
And then what was your understanding within that context when a person doesn't want to be given money in a manner that is traceable? Or did you understand it to be legal or illegal?
Illegal, yes.
And then when you, just that question which Honorable James has asked you about defeating the ends of justice with the meeting with General Mkhwanazi. When there is a case that has been opened with IPID, and the case is opened against General Mkhwanazi, and then he arranges a meeting with you, or a meeting is arranged either way, whether by yourself or by him, you eventually meet. And then he says to you that I will try and help you, but I will also want you to talk to these people to withdraw their case. And you say there is a one of the victims who has lost his vocal cords, isn't it?
Yes, that's true.
Didn't you understand his action to be interfering with witnesses?
Yeah, it is.
It's interfering with witnesses.
Yes, it is.
and it's an illegal activity.
I will say so.
Did you, okay, after that, having met, did any of those victims discuss with you, but to say, Matlala, this thing is defeating the ends of justice and we think must be reported to the authorities?
Yeah, but I didn't have any reason to go and report it to the authorities.
No, just one of them. I'm a victim. I have lost my vocal cords. I can no longer speak, like you say. And then the person has now opened a case with the respective authority, which is IPID. But then the alleged perpetrator comes and says, no way. Let's talk this matter out and withdraw it. I'm saying one of those victims, didn't they ever think of reporting the matter of interference with the witnesses to the authorities?
No, they didn't.
Let me go back to that question that Honorable Sangoni asked you and Honorable Julia about your honesty and integrity. Do you still hold to that pillar of honesty and integrity?
Yes, I do.
And how do you explain these activities that shroud your honesty and integrity, that put a dark cloud on your integrity and honesty, where you know about a person who manufactures drugs which is illegal? You know about payments that are done which cannot be traceable. You know about activities of defeating the ends of justice. If you stand here as an honest man, how do you explain that within the context of this series of activities that appear to be attracted to you?
Yes, I will say that I'm striving to be an honest man, but obviously there and there will be some challenges. So I'm not a perfect man.
You want us to understand that you are not a perfect person.
No, I'm not a perfect
You will
person.
always have your own weaknesses.
Yes.
And then we must understand that
No, I'm not saying.
you are not an angel. That's what you are saying.
Yes, I'm not perfect.
Okay. And then you spoke about General Kua, and when you mentioned her name, you said, if people have a problem with me associating with these other characters, what do you say about this one who also attends an event of a metropolitan executive? Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, yes.
Were you saying that her attending that event of the metropolitan executive is wrong?
That is a client of SAPS, and she is the end user of that contract. So,
Yeah. So you are saying that there could have been a conflict of interest?
I'm saying if it was me, it will be a very different story.
And then maybe your conclusion or your suspicions might have been informed by the fact that you have been tipped that she's probably a beneficiary from the contracts that happened in the department with the previous service provider.
I knew that before that.
You had always known it.
The information, I had it before. I had it when I was hiring that Brigadier Nono. She's the one who gave me the information.
Or you have Even before General Mkhwanazi
Yes. Yes.
told you, you already knew,
Yes.
or you already had this information that.
Yes.
So this part as well, didn't you see it as an act of illegality?
What part?
This information that you have, that there is this employee of the SAPS who happens to have a relationship with a service provider in the department, and which may represent a conflict of interest.
But I don't think I'm the only one who knows about it. Even Honorable Sangoni said that she knew about that thing. But you said you knew about the wedding.
Yes,
Okay, I have to put on record, I did not say any such thing. I said I was at the wedding. And I was asking you then, her being at the wedding, is that a corrupt act?
okay. No. I just want us to move to the last question. It may have a follow-up depending on how you respond to it. This case that you are dealing with now, your greatest conviction is that you are a victim of circumstances.
Yes.
And it emanates from you having refused to accede to certain demands.
Yes, that's correct.
And then the many other cases that you would have been charged previously, do you hold the same view that you could have been hounded?
No, I'm not saying that.
If those cases, if you were to be called to one day to say, there is this matter which was withdrawn, we think it must be brought back, we would want you to come and share with us what you know, will you gladly welcome that?
Yes, I will.
Wouldn't you have a problem to say, but this is a matter of 15 years ago, why do you want to revive it now?
If they have a reason, then
Won't you think that it's a witch hunt if somebody wants to bring a matter of 2009?
I wouldn't say that. It depends how what motivates that.
Okay. The last question would be, if such cases were to be brought back, would you say, I have now been given an opportunity to clear my name?
I've already cleared my name, hence they were withdrawn.
No, yes, no, I'm saying to you, as Honorable Breitenbach was reading that list, it was a long list. For sure, some cases in some cases you were acquitted. In some cases they were withdrawn. Somebody says, no, these cases that have been withdrawn must be reinstated. What will be your reaction? Will you say, no, look, I'm very happy, I think I've been given a chance, I will clear my name?
I don't have a choice. Yes, I will clear my name.
Okay, SC or Advocate Zikalala, can I get parting shots from you if you have?
Thank you, Chair. There's nothing further from me. I'm not sure if SC has anything that he wants to add.
Yeah. Let me invite Mr. Tubahale and Mr. Khoza to come to the front so that we officially head over back their facility.